What if? What if it's the long con? What if that's what they want us to think? So we all hold our orbs through the milestones, miss the milestone rewards, and then there's nothing.
ValleyFlyin.
Hey, what's up all you Valley Maniacs? ValleyFlyin here. I am back. Welcome to the channel. It is time for the weekly news report, and as usual, I'm joined by my brother Khasino. What is up, man?
What's going on?
It is time for the news. I am excited again. I'm always excited when we do these. I'm always so happy to chat with you. Brings a smile to my face.
Yeah, it's fun, and I like being able to catch up on everything. I forget like what happened from last week, so I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Well, before we get into it, I do want to remind you guys that I'm doing a giveaway. I want to thank you guys for 10,000 subscribers. You guys made this awesome channel. If you go to my last video and leave a comment there, and if you are a subscriber, you are eligible to win. Doing a gift card for Google Play or iTunes. Let's get to the update. 3.2, that is probably the biggest thing that's happened, and everything we're talking about is kind of as a result of that. But overall impressions of this update. Thumbs up, thumbs down. How do you feel about it?
I'm really happy with it. I know that it introduced some lag, so if you're still having the lag, the devs are aware of it. They are trying to fix it. There's a new client coming out that will fix it very shortly. In the meantime, they found that if you're playing on Wi-Fi, if you can connect to Wi-Fi, that reduces it. It's only affecting certain Android devices. Like, I'm not getting any of that lag, although I'm pretty much always on Wi-Fi when I'm at home, so it could be that. But aside from some people getting the Android lag, otherwise, I think this might be the cleanest release I've seen in a long time. Other than that, there have been no major bugs, right?
I haven't experienced it. I didn't know about that because I play on my iPhone, and when I'm on BlueStacks, I'm on the Wi-Fi, so I didn't notice any bugs, and I think January is the one that I can go back to that didn't have any bugs. I mean, January did, so anytime before that. It's been a while. It's been a long time.
I made the mistake of saying a couple times on stream, like, this update's been great, there's been no bugs, and then just like this rumble starts with certain Android users like, no bugs, what are you talking about? I've been lagging my ass off.
Well, it's better, right? It's not. Yeah,
for FoxNext,
it's not all the devices.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And other than that, nothing broken. No, we haven't been owed any compensation or anything yet. Nothing went missing, so pretty good. All in all, I think it's pretty clean. And the content specifically of the update, the new characters, the new features, the reworks, all that stuff, I'm really happy with everything that actually got introduced with the update.
Me too.
So,
me too.
I've been saying something. I think we're in the golden age of Marvel Strike Force. I think.
Oh no! Does it mean we're gonna go downhill from here?
Hopefully not. I hope this is ushering in the golden age.
Okay, nice. I hope you're right. It's not without controversy. We're gonna get to that in a little bit, but let's stick with the good stuff for now. Psylocke. How are your overall impressions of her kit? I know you've known about this for a little while, but now that you can finally talk about it in relation to the character, what are your thoughts on this character's kit?
So people keep asking me how do I think she is, and also just a little shameless self-plug right here, but we're actually doing the newest tier list stream this Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific time.
Okay.
So we will have an official verdict on exactly how good we think Psylocke is, but on her own, I've been saying she's like a 6 out of 10. She's above average, but just a bit. Her base damage is really high, despite her low percentages. The fact that it's pure piercing and she has high base damage, she hits pretty hard, and she's kind of a niche pick. She counters certain opponents really, really well if she can fling the right debuffs back at them or get a good chain and remove a bunch of multi-turn defense ups that were just applied. So she has her matches. Her passive is really nice on a full X-Men team, but she's kind of slow. She's pretty squishy. She has that little passive, but she's just, as a solo character, she's not incredible. You don't need her. People have been asking me, like, should I buy her offers? Should I buy every offer I can get for her? And it's like, if you're going to get Phoenix and you're going to have the whole team, yeah, make the team strong. But just is Psylocke going to change the game for you? Probably not.
Okay, so after we got done recording, Khasino and I were talking about Psylocke and her gear, and the new unique gear that she and the rest of the mutants will need, it is right here, this Advanced Astral Energy. Now, where do you get this stuff? All right, in the first place that you could get that new unique item is here in the Raid store. Yes, we're not even talking orange uniques, guys. We're talking purple unique bottlenecks. So, man, all right, so if we look at this purple Raid gear orb, you will see that Advanced Astral Energy right there. So if you pull one of these, you're wondering what it is for this new characters, Psylocke, Phoenix. You've gotten very lucky if you pull one of these. Now, next place you can get this is just in this War Orb. Now, nobody has spotted these in any of the supply stores. So yeah, this is the only place that you get this now, guys. Total RNG for this huge bottleneck in the game. If we go here, we will see this Advanced Astral Energy, but we will also see this Advanced Titanium Alloy, and this is needed by Colossus and Cyclops. Yes, this is the only place that you can get these. Now, so yeah, if you want to take your mutants up past Gear 10, you're gonna need to buy this purple Raid Orb, unless you get really lucky with these Raid Orbs, guys, and yeah, so that means you're not spending your valuable war currency on this orange unique gear. You're spending it on this purple unique gear. Oh, I don't know how to feel about this, guys. It is another huge bottleneck on the team that I am wanting so bad. Let me know how you feel in the comments down below. There is another synergy that's been floating around the interwebs. AIM.
Oh,
AIM.
Floating around, dude. I've been doing that for a week now. I have a high-level Scientist Supreme.
Oh, okay.
So here's a weird thing about it.
The speed works well, right?
The speed works really well. Literally, Scientist Supreme gives everyone super mega aids, and then Psylocke immediately removes it all from your team and throws it at the enemies. It's actually really good. Here's the thing. I thought, I'll just run like an X-Men team with Scientist Supreme. Sounded good in theory, except half the time, Storm gives her speed up and makes her go first. So you can't run Storm on that team, as I found out the hard way and lost several Blitz matches before it clicked, and I went, I can't keep doing this.
Yeah. I mean, when that kit first popped up, I mentioned it in my reaction video. The first thing I thought of was Scientist Supreme. I don't know why, but I guess in certain situations it does work, right?
I have been using the combo. When Storm doesn't give her the speed up, I've been using the combo to great success, actually. It's really, really good. And essentially, the character you pick to Psylocke ult after Scientist Supreme has done that, you're basically giving 2-turn offense down, 2-turn defense down, 2-turn slow. It's really nice. You cripple the crap out of someone, in addition to like the fact that their whole team has already been hit really hard. And then there's one other synergy that the devs are really playing up, and I don't see it happening that often, but I understand the concept behind it, which is Psylocke is supposed to be really good paired with Wolverine. The idea being that he dips below 50%.
They're both slow.
She gives the No. He dips below 50%. She gives him her passive. Because he has that evade, he gets back above 50%, and then when he dips below, he gets her passive again, and then he heals up and etc. So Wolverine's supposed to be really good with her because he'll keep getting that evade counter, but that's what I'm saying.
In theory, I guess it sounds good, right? How often is the battle gonna go like that, though?
Well, part of it is like you gotta have like Wolverine's passive maxed with like T4s to have the healing be enough to reliably get back above 50%. But it works if you put a healer on the X-Men team, which ironically they don't really have except maybe Phoenix. Yeah. But if you put a healer with other X-Men and like they drop low, she gives them passive, then like Night Nurse ult heals them back up. Like, yeah, you can get some work out of it, but it's a lot of hoops to jump through to make use of like an alright passive.
A lot of what ifs in that battle have to go right for that to work.
Yeah, and I mean you don't want your strategy reliant on like, well they'll take us low, but then we'll heal up again, and then we'll go low again. Like no.
Yeah, I was thinking about that for I can't remember the name of the character. It'll come to me. Stay tuned for the video. But Hulk. That's it. I was thinking about that for Hulk because his taunt procs, and I was thinking about if he could get enough health back. But yeah, it's just
so Mantis Hulk would be a crazy combo. You just made me realize that I gotta try Mantis.
Oh
Hulk.
my goodness, just the things you come up with.
She'll just keep rebalancing them. Yeah, dude.
So, hey, you guys heard it. If it works out, you guys heard it on this news show first. So.
There you go. We pioneered the Mantis Hulk combo.
All right.
Dude, Shuri Hulk too. My goodness, the Shuri Hulk combo.
Yeah, something with a healer to get him above and then dipping and then going crazy with his offense up and stuff.
But
right?
but Shuri will like super single target heal the lowest target. So if Hulk taunts but doesn't die, Shuri will heal the crap out of him.
I like it.
So,
Hulk, the new Wakandan.
Yeah, maybe the Hulkanda team will Hulk smash some raids.
See, this is the thing that gets missing with those set teams. All this weird theory crafting, but
I'm
happens.
with you on that.
I'm
with you on that, but I got a counterpoint. I agree. I see all these comments. I agree with people 100%. The people are like, stop force feeding us synergy. Don't tell us where to use the characters. Don't tell us with who. Just give them a kit and we'll figure it out. God, I'm so sick of you telling us this is the arena team. And like on the one hand, completely understand, completely agree. On the other hand, if I look in my arena shard, they are all player-made teams. I'm fighting like Magneto, Juggernaut, Vision, Minerva, Ultron. Like it's all random cobbled together stuff. It's not a team FoxNext made. Is what I'm saying.
That's true. And yeah, Ultron gets in there and. Yeah, so but my counterpoint though is how much does that have to do with red stars?
Not as much as you think.
All right. Okay.
It's just the right combo. Magneto Juggernaut is a power duo, and they're super solid on defense. And then Minerva's super solid on defense. Vision is there to protect Minerva and Ultron. But my point was though, like they are trying to spell out the teams, but I don't know that they're.
Yeah, I mean the meta raid team is like a weird combo as well.
Yeah, the best Kree team was just like Thanos, Guardian, Minerva. Yeah. So.
All right. They're giving it to us, but we're fighting back, guys.
Yeah. I still don't like their attempt at trying to make it tricky better.
I don't like it either. But yeah, you're right. We do fight back, and we build our own meta teams from it.
We build better teams in there.
All right. Rounding out Psylocke Martial Artist Event, and RNG Orbs back. What are your thoughts on this event? I mean. Is there any thoughts with this before we get to the orb situation?
Well, I'll tell you this. We ran the averages, and the odds on Psylocke from these orbs are much better than they have been in the past, so that's good.
Past based on the Minerva type orbs, or
yeah, and the War Machine ones. So
okay,
it's better,
but not what it used to be with the old style.
Right, it used to just be guaranteed drops. No, I mean I miss the guaranteed drops, but I'll tell you, there's one reason in particular I'm not too mad about this one.
What's?
I have the chance of getting hand assassin.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say that. Along with a bunch of other useless crap, though. So.
Oh, I know, but you gotta look at on the bright side.
I mean, the other one had Minerva in it, but I never got any Minerva shards, so.
I know, yeah, I got like all core out.
Alright, event pretty easy for you? Did you auto the whole thing?
I mean, I never auto it just because I'm streaming it, but I could have, yeah.
Okay.
I lost on one stage and had to replay it.
On playing it or auto?
Playing it. There was just bad RNG. Just like three people all went after the same target with big nukes and just dropped them. I just brought Sentry in and then it was a breeze.
I lost Psylocke in one, but that didn't count towards the starring, so.
I was using my Psylocke. I was running double Psylocke.
Oh, I didn't build mine. So I'm still looking for Ultron, so I'm behind you guys. All right, moving on. Phoenix Kit. What are your thoughts on the Phoenix Kit now that it is finally out there and revealed? I know we both did videos, but again, quick take on this.
Recap for the people. Phoenix is awesome. Super awesome character. I don't know, like I said this very clearly in my video. I imagine the other content creators did. Sorry, I don't have time to watch everyone else's videos, but I said this and I hope other people did. I've been getting asked, a lot of people are like, hey, how does Phoenix work in Raid? Does Dark Phoenix carry over? You know, yada yada. Here's the short version. Phoenix is an amazing, super powerful character for Arena and Blitz and War. Not for Raid,
nope.
Not for Dark Dimension. Because Phoenix can't be revived. I saw a ton of people like, oh my god, Phoenix Minerva, new Raid meta. No, Phoenix can't be revived, so you can throw that right out. And then, when Phoenix dies, Dark Phoenix is a summon. Summons do not carry over. You'll never take a summon from one stage to the next stage. So, one and done. So much like the Brotherhood, but even more severe, you can use the new X-Men team with Phoenix to absolutely smash one node, whether it be in Raid or Dark Dimension, but unless you want to pay to revive for every single node, not really a Raid or Dark Dimension team.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people think Phoenix for Dark Dimension because of that percentage-based attack. Or
right,
the percentage-based
but
health steal.
Yeah, but the amount of power cores you're going to spend reviving her after every single node.
So wait, I thought it resets after a 24-hour period.
If you wanted to do one node a day, you could do that.
Okay. So,
one node a day is, in Fear the Darkness, that's over 2 weeks. So you could definitely use Minerva and get it done much quicker, but...
That makes sense.
It can be done. Like, look, you can take any 5 characters you want, Fear the Darkness, and probably eventually get it done.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just whoever I get those uniques on first.
And it's like, it's not a bad idea to gear tier 13 a character like Phoenix anyway. She's going to be super powerful and you'll use her in Arena, but...
If you ever get her uniques.
But I wouldn't prioritize her as a Fear the Darkness pick, personally.
Yeah, I don't think she's top. I just I think the percentage-based health steal is what people are thinking of with that.
It's nice.
Yeah.
She tries to get herself killed.
Once a day, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Villain Mystic controllers. We used talked about Hand Assassin a little earlier. People that aren't watching a lot of the other content, yeah, that is what's needed to unlock Phoenix.
Yep.
And there's 5 characters, exactly 5. The only one that really stacks out that most people won't have necessarily is Hand Assassin.
And Nobu. Even though Nobu now has a node and is in Warstorm, most people didn't have Nobu farmed up and making a big effort. More people have him, but not as many. He's been around.
Yeah, I mean, longer term players just from opening a bunch of premium orbs, maybe. But yeah, newer players, yeah. And then Loki, maybe not Loki as well, but Mordo, and who was the last one that I'm forgetting off the top of my head?
Ronan.
How
dare you?
Oh, how could I forget
sir?
Ronan? He's so good. Yeah, so that is what's needed. How are you doing with your team, and how big do you think you're gonna have to take them gear-wise?
Gear-wise, it's probably about the same as other events. I mean, we don't know, and I keep getting people asking me that. They go, how strong do I need to make my team? I'm like, I don't know. I never played the event. When do you think I played this?
It's just based on personal experience, right? Your educated guess.
I mean, yeah, so it's probably about the same as everything else. The 5-star's probably like gear tier 9, level 5 abilities. The right star level, probably somewhere around there. The tier 6 one is probably, gear tier 10, maybe 11, at least 6664 abilities. Just a guess. I don't know. Never played it. But probably somewhere in there.
It's probably right. Your guess is probably right.
Find out. How are you looking for the event?
Definitely got the 5-star. I'm trying to get the 6-star on Hand Assassin, and I think everybody else is. Nobu's not 7. Nobu's 6 with very little to go for that, but yeah. That's where I'm at. So
that's pretty good.
Should be
you're
good
gonna
for
make it. You're probably gonna make it. We probably have at least a few weeks before the Phoenix event. That's not confirmed, but I mean, it seems pretty likely. They're clearly worrying about some other characters right up front here.
Yeah.
And then they'll have offers, and they'll have a login calendar, and the offers, like
for Hand Assassin shards, that thing is gonna sell.
Well, here's my logic. Is like a lot of people are like, I don't like buying offers. I'm not buying Hand Assassin shards. But it's like, you're getting more than that. Like, not only are you starring up that character, but if that's securing the next star rank or the unlock for the legendary character, you're getting like a 2-for-1 on that, really. Buy the Hand Assassin shards, get the Phoenix free. Like, it's a pretty good deal.
You're buying the Phoenix shards right now, or we're waiting and getting Phoenix shards later. Is kind of how you have to think about it, right?
Yeah, so I think it'll be worth going for if you're going to be close. But yeah, I have them all 7 except Hand Assassin. Hand Assassin I have 6, but I'm like
close.
8. No, I'm like 8 out of 300.
Oh,
so
we need to have Assassin Blitz, guys.
FoxNext, good. Yeah, that will never happen. I've been asked about that. I mean, I don't know 100% that it'll never happen, but here's the thinking why I say don't hold your breath. I've had people ask, like, oh, what do you think are the chances we'll get a Hand Assassin Blitz, or they'll put Hand Assassin in the Blitz store or something? I'm like, why would they give you for free something they can sell you that you will buy?
Very true.
So,
very true.
Very unlikely.
You can hope, right? I got my fingers crossed.
You can ask FoxNext, but they're probably gonna have dollar bills stuck in their ears, won't be able to hear you.
Probably right. All right, and Colossus coming. His kit, I think it looks pretty strong. What do you think about it outside of an X-Men team, though?
Well, he needs Phoenix, so it's kind of like a Magneto Juggernaut situation, where it's like, even if you don't run the full team, you got it. The tank has to be with the Legendary, and I do think that on the X-Men team, Colossus is the best tank in the game.
Yeah, with all his stacking and what he gets from Phoenix, I probably agree.
There's some fun combos because he can keep extending his positive effects. Like, you can run him with Groot or Hand Sentry and have him multiply some evade, some depth boost, stuff like that. He can get pretty mean pretty quick. That's a pretty OP, like, there's something to the let's load Colossus up with buffs and turn him loose.
And so do you think Colossus's Blitz is this Thursday? I think my theory was 2 blitzes for Colossus and then 2 blitzes for the other character we'll talk about in a little bit.
That is exactly my guess, but it hasn't been confirmed anywhere, and it's weird that we would get the Datamine confirming the second blitz, but not the first. Like, that's what's giving me hesitation, is if America's Blitz is in the Datamine, Colossus definitely should be, so I don't know that the timeline lines up.
His Blitz was in there, no dates though, is the weird thing. There was no dates on it.
Yeah.
The Blitz.
I'm not sure, but then again, he was in the campaign, so I don't know. I'm still assuming he's this Thursday, and it works out for them, where it would mean the next 4 Thursdays, which is already like a whole month, are all new characters released via Blitz. So it seems likely, but it's not confirmed.
I think it is likely too. My only hesitation, because I predicted that last week when I saw the Datamine, we normally would have gotten an orb for Colossus by now if his Blitz was coming.
Well, so counterpoint. We normally get. First off, FoxNext just change things whenever they want all the time. So
true. So we can't always look at their past history.
Yeah, there is literally no such thing as precedent when it comes to FoxNext. But,
very true.
But so with like, I was trying to predict Psylocke, and they ended up putting Psylocke on sale first, right when the new patch hit, and then her event was 3 days later. So we only got 3 days to get Psylocke ahead of time. If they don't put out any offers or anything until the day his Blitz starts, just doing the milestones is not enough to unlock him. Free-to-play players won't get Colossus until his Blitz ends and it pays out. If they want to be 3 days early, they could just put him on sale during the Blitz.
It's true.
So it could happen. I'm hoping that's what happens, but
cross my fingers. Very, very little chatter on it, but cross my fingers and hope it happens.
I'm right there with you. But
all right, and coming up, we mentioned another character in the next 2 weeks. America Chavez Blitz.
Yup, we got America Chavez coming. PSA, her name is not American Chavez. You can stop calling her
that. They actually call her American Chavez.
Oh, check any of my YouTube video comments. When is American Chavez coming?
Alright, so yes, according to the Datamine, there is an event associated with her Blitz, and that event starts 2 weeks from now.
June 13th.
Yes.
According to the Datamine, June 13th, and something else interesting. So I originally thought it was just an orb frag Blitz, because for sure, it's going to drop fragments of an orb during her Blitz, which is already, I like getting extra stuff for doing the blitzing I was already going to do. But we're having
for hardcore blitzers, great news.
we're having some debate over who or what is in that orb, and because the name of America's orb is the Star Power Orb, but the orb that's going to be dropping during her Blitz is a Unity Orb, and so there's a list of.
No, I gotta do the disclaimer. We're talking about Datamines here, so all of this can be subject to change. All right, with that said, sorry to interrupt you. We mentioned this last video. We do this all the time.
Yeah, I never mind. I know I'm going to interrupt you a bunch, so I'm never mad.
I expect it.
Thanks, I think. But, so, there's a list of characters to use during the event to get extra points during, like, some milestones that'll be going on alongside the Blitz, which I like. I definitely prefer having milestones alongside the Blitz as well.
Yes.
That makes blitzing.
I love when they do this. They used to do this a lot more.
Yeah, they need to do it more. But so on that list of characters is Captain Marvel. So it's possible that the orbs that will drop during the America Chavez Blitz will have a chance to award you with Captain Marvel shards.
Now, the last one they did required Deadpool and Miles Morales. They were the only two characters in the orb. And according to the Datamine, it says contains marquee characters and features America Chavez at a higher drop rate. Are these the marquee characters? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
Yeah,
what do you think?
Let us know in the comments. We don't know. We'll find out.
I think it is. Hopefully. Datamines have been pretty right on. Look, you want to just skip ahead to the other Datamines since we're here?
Which one? Oh, the stores?
Yes, coming to the store.
All right.
We've had a couple that already came to fruition from this Datamine. Killmonger was added to the Orbs. Juggernaut got added to the raids, the arena store. There's one in this Datamine. Mantis coming to the Blitz store. What are your thoughts on that? We just thought of a theory crafting for her, new use for her.
Yep. Well, I mean, I already liked her. Again, Mantis's problem, like, Mantis is good. Mantis's whole problem is she came out right before Minerva. So she got no time in the spotlight. She is a good healer, and she's really good on the Guardian team. I have been using mine for a long time on the Guardian team, and if you use literally just the normal Guardians, but you boot Gamora for Mantis, they'll easily beat the Defenders. They'll easily beat a ton of the top meta teams. So I like her quite a bit. I think she's really good. She's not Minerva, but she's pretty good.
Well, she was the ultimate raid healer for about 2 weeks.
Not even. Because no one had her high enough stars for that.
I guess that's true.
And then Minerva getting 15% was immediately good. So
very true.
I still like my Mantis. She comes in clutch, man. She has really low cooldowns. So and there's always this option, like, people don't like really sustain heavy teams, but if you put Star-Lord next to Mantis, she will heal every single turn. Like, you can pump out some serious healing. So, food for thought.
All right, we also got Red Star's rework. Now, we've been talking about this for a while. We've been talking about how it looks. The one thing we didn't know was the conversion rates and how the exact details of this. So now that we know these, and they're actually a lot worse than I thought when I did my reaction video. And at the point of us making this video, we're still waiting for clarification because we've asked a bunch of questions to Cerebro and he hasn't.
Oh, what? I mean, I might be able to answer these.
All right, so what are your reactions? Maybe you'll cover this in the reaction, and if you don't know, I'll ask you that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're that bad. A lot of people are looking at, like, the side grade values, and the side grade values are terrible. But you have to look at the downgrade values, and they're not bad at all. So, like, people look at, like, the cost, like getting a random 4-star or getting a selected 4-star, but it's not for that. Like, that's not your choice. It's not random 4-star or selected 4-star. Like, they're not even close. Like, one is way, way, way better. But it's going down because you start getting a ton of those tokens from the higher currencies. So it ends up being, and I forget the exact math behind it, but, like, up at the top, it's like, do you want a random 7 or 2 guaranteed 6s? Same price. Like, that's not bad. Like 2 selected 6s. So, and I think it was like, a random 6 or like two guaranteed 4s and some leftover change. Something like that. So it's mainly for the down conversion where, you can get a random of some high stars, or you can go a red star or 2 down, but then it's a pretty good value. So Yeah, I don't think it's that bad. It's it's a little bit slow. It's gonna take a while to really make the most of it, and you're definitely gonna want to basically continue doing the random orbs. But at the end of the day, it still solved the problems of backwards progress. It still solved the problem of not being able to save up and choose a specific character. So I'm pretty happy with it. Like, it could be more generous, but the other thing is they've left room to give us more red star orbs. And for people that have not been playing this game this long, I always try to be aware of this now. But so FoxNext learned a very hard lesson. FoxNext, when they started the game, they were too generous, right? They thought, oh, this is pretty fair. We'll give people this much of something every week. Yeah. And then they would realize
the Thanos raids, the Deadpool raids, super generous.
And like in soft launch with purple mats, but then they realized like, if we keep doing this, in like 6 months, everyone's all maxed out on everything. We got to slow this down. We were giving out too much. And so then they'd be like, yeah, we got to slow this down a little bit. And so they'd cut the rewards in half, and Reddit would lose their minds. This is so unfair. How are you going to take it away from us? And just absolutely blew a gasket. And it happened like 2 or 3 times. And each time people were like, picketing, like, we're gonna burn down the Reddit, these devs are terrorists, like, just lost their minds. So they learned we gotta never again be too generous, because you cannot go backwards. You can never be less generous. What we need to do is be super tightwads, and then when people accept that we're gonna be super tightwads, then we can be a little bit more generous and we get celebrated as heroes. Then a little bit more generous, and then they love us even more. So try to remember when they first do stuff like this, like now, today, yeah, it's gonna take a really, really long time to get all these red stars. Not that you're supposed to be able to get all 7 red stars on every character on your roster ever. I don't think that's ever supposed to happen for anyone ever. But yeah, just try to remember that they're now starting out tight so they don't end up in that situation again. And you never know, 2 months from now, they may go, all right, we can give out some more red star orbs. Everything seems to be going fine. Let's speed this up a little bit. But it's easier to be more generous than less. They learned that one the very hard way.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. The conversion rates of duplicates just seem a little low to me. I totally agree with with getting those guaranteed shards. I think there should be a little sacrifice you need to take to get those sacrificed, and I think it's fine. My thing was, and it hadn't had its ass, so maybe this is not the case, but from what I read, if you get a 5-star duplicate on, let's say, Drax, that will convert to the 5-star currency. But if you get a 4-star duplicate on a Drax where you have 5-star, that goes to 4-star currency.
So here's how it works.
Is that how that? Yeah,
any duplicate from a normal red star orb goes to the 4-star currency. Even if it's like a 6-star dupe or whatever, it goes to the 4.
Okay.
And then any duplicates from a 4 orb that are 4 or above, so not like a partial upgrade, right? Like if you're opening a 4 orb and it's someone you have at 2 and you bring them to 4, the duplicate of the first 2 that you're getting will go to more 4. But if you just get a straight up 4 that you already had, that goes to the 5. Anything that's even or above from the 4 goes to 5. And then same thing opening a 5. If it's a partial, you might get just the 4 currency. But if it's a 5 or higher and a full dupe, that currency will go to a 6 and etc.
That makes more sense to me, and it still sounds super grindy, but
I mean it
at least it makes sense.
It's super grindy, but again, I can't stress this enough. Like, people make the mistake of thinking like, it's gonna take me forever before I have 7 red stars on everyone. Like, just give up that dream. That's not supposed to happen. Like, people think about it that way, and they see the rates, and they're like, at this rate, I'll never 7 red star everyone. Like, that's correct. That's right. You're not supposed to, because even the people throwing thousands of dollars at this every chance they get aren't supposed to have 7 red star everyone. It's supposed to be, a little bit of element of randomness. You can hunt the ones you want, but it's supposed to forever be a game of chase. You're not supposed to reach the finish line. So
yeah, and I think we talked about this last news show. I think, at least for me, part of that fun or the majority of the fun I have is in that chase. So if everything was all maxed out and I'm not chasing anything, it's not fun. So it's for me at least. So anyway,
the journey is more important than the end or the start.
I would agree. Speaking of angry Reddit.
Oh, here we go.
I've seen comments, and I guess you have confirmed that this is true. I haven't got confirmation on this, but you have.
I mean, it's like a dev didn't say like can confirm. I looked at two pictures.
You looked at the old ones, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. So what we're talking about, guys, is the Mystic nodes. It appears that one or more of them have been buffed stealthily without our knowledge.
Right. Specifically, Mystic 3.6. I gotta call out FoxNext for this. They stealth buffed Mystic 3.6, which is the node where you get Loki. And yeah, they made it quite a bit harder. And they didn't announce it. And what can you say? It's a dick move. FoxNext, if you're listening, knock it off. I totally get why they did it. They're like, all right, we just gave everyone a really good reason to get Loki. Now a bunch of people are going to want to farm Loki. But not a lot of people have beaten Mystic 3.6 yet. And they are in a hurry to farm Loki now. So if we make Mystic 3.6 really hard now, a lot of people are going to spend a ton of money on their Mystic team to get Loki for Phoenix. So, yeah, I can see how this makes them money. But also, like, it's the not telling anyone. And, like, they have a history of stealth buffing stuff. And I'm sure about half the time they just don't even get caught. So when they do it and no one notices and they make more money, they're probably like, yoo-hoo! But when they do it and people do notice, it always looks bad for them. And it's never the right move. Like, it is okay to retune stuff, just if you just gave people a warning. Like, they're not going to be happy about it, but at least you won't come off looking like lying skis bags. Yeah.
Shady.
Just do the respectful thing and tell people, like, we are going to increase the difficulty of Mystic 3.6. Our balance team has looked at it and we've decided 3.6 needs to be harder. That change will be taking place in 2 weeks. And you could have done it before you had even announced what was needed for Phoenix, but you could have at least told people, go do it now. Cause like, I know people who would have been able to do it. Like they were just, like, I'll do it whenever, just kind of put it off. And then it got changed and now they can't. And those are the people that are particularly upset. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, there's no, people love to call me the shill, the FoxNext apologist, whatever it is, but sometimes they do stuff like this. There is no excuse for this whatsoever. This is a dick move, and the least they could do is give us a heads up. There's no reason to be scumbags like this, so shame on you, FoxNext.
Yeah, and I agree. When they did this on the alpha raids, when that came back, they announced it beforehand that they were making it hard, so it didn't feel as bad, but this time they just kind of did it without announcing, and it's directly coincided with this Phoenix event. It's just low, it's shady, and it's transparent because people notice, Yep. And it's and both of us can auto it. So it's not like we have a vested interest, but this is so bad for the community. This is bad for reputation, and and it keeps going on. They know how angry it makes people.
Yep, and I can't stress this enough. Like this goes way back, and I don't know how much of this conversation is still relevant today, but I'll never forget the one time I visited FoxNext offices. It was around Goldgate. I don't know how many people remember Goldgate, but it was some A/B testing. Newer players were getting a lot more gold. They were testing something out, and people were very, very upset when they realized that different people are getting different amounts of gold. And so I went out and I was talking to them, and I was like, "You guys should probably tell people that you're not going to do any more A/B testing, going forward." And one of the higher ups was like, "Well, I'm not going to say that because we are going to keep doing A/B testing." And on the one hand,
you gotta laugh at this point, right? It's just,
well, on the one hand, I was like, "That's really terrible news. That really sucks." But on the other hand, I was like, "Well, thanks for at least like having the decency to just say that, instead of being like."
I wish they would like make public announcements though, not just internally, right?
Yeah. Well, I think they did, like, they there were a couple comments they left around that time basically saying, like, we'll be way more mindful of how we do this in the future, stuff like that. But it's nice when you have the decency, like, if you're going to do something like that, like, some of us are adults. We can handle it. At least just tell us. Like, if you're gonna make something worse, give me a heads up so I know. You know, if red star orbs are gonna get rarer or something, at least tell me so I can be more mindful before I open mine. Like things like that. Just some warning. It makes it a lot easier. We may not be happy about it, but trust me, it's always so much worse if you got caught doing it thinking we wouldn't notice. Stop doing that. Really, that's it.
2 days notice. This node is getting buffed on this date.
Yeah.
You know, and do a few of them so you don't know, you're not spilling Loki or something, you know. It's just, but yeah, say, hey, these nodes are getting buffed on this date. Go finish them now.
Yep. Do them
Simple,
now.
done.
Do them now,
right?
Or work harder in the future. Like, all right.
Yeah, it's done.
Yep.
Simple. Nobody's pissed off, but
I mean, there'll be people who aren't happy about it, but you're not.
But that's not shady. It's not a shady, sneaky way. It's an upfront way of doing business.
Exactly.
And you know, that little sting now is not going to keep burning and getting more and more and festering. It's gonna stay a little sting, and that's it. It's not going to be like this always resentment, this kind of resentment that you might be feeling towards company, because they're going behind your back, and you always have that seed of doubt whether you can trust them or not.
We agree completely. I just wanted to chime in because you were like, boom, and then no one's upset, and it's like, no. Reddit is always upset about something. FoxNext could be like, we're giving everyone $20 worth of power cores for free, and some people would be upset, like, only $20?
Alright, and Cyclops' kit was revealed on this very news show a few weeks ago, so stay tuned, guys, because you never know what you're going to miss. But it was also revealed for a few hours when this update dropped. What are your thoughts on this official Cyclops kit? Although it is not official, still subject to change, but what are your thoughts on this Cyclops kit now that you've seen it?
I mean, I could have sworn I'd seen it somewhere before. I remember this news program talking about a blaster kit.
Oh, that's right. It was a blaster, not Cyclops.
Yeah, and I also remember a certain community manager not too thrilled about that. Yeah, he looks awesome. He looks like one of the best blasters, and I can't wait. And my favorite part is that most likely the introduction of Cyclops means he's the one to kick Wolverine to the curb, which is just great.
Be good. It'll be good.
He deserves it.
He is, yeah, unfortunately. I like that fastball special, but he just doesn't add enough to the team.
Oh, Wolverine, yeah.
Wolverine. Oh, Cyclops. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was making sure. I was like, did we read the same kit?
No, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, that whole team between Phoenix and Cyclops with their crazy powers. Yeah,
yep.
So their opposition will be dead very quickly.
There was a cool Marvel podcast, by the way, that talked about when Jean dies, Cyclops drops to his knees, takes his visor off, and blasts into the sky while screaming
goodness.
no.
Oh, that needs to be released. Come on, FoxNext, give us some footage here. Release that.
That's really cool.
Show that to us. The community would go bonkers.
Yeah.
My goodness.
I can't wait. I want to see it. I haven't seen it. It sounds awesome.
I do too. All right, and you ready for your tinfoil hat?
All right, let me put my tinfoil hat on.
Because we are talking some conspiracies here. All right. The company that has not done shady things in the past has a Orb milestone coming up.
Yep.
What do you think this means? What do you think this means?
Now
that you have your tinfoil hat on.
Even with my tinfoil hat on, I don't want to read into it, but where he's going with this is a lot of times they give us incentives to open certain orbs for what look like good rewards at the time. And then shortly after that, they give us a really good reason to wish we had those orbs saved up, but we just open them all for, some free prizes.
Surprise!
So what Valley's suggesting is it's possible that you'll open all your premium orbs to get some good milestone rewards, and then they'll do like a new premium orb character release or something like that, and you won't have any premium orbs saved up, so you'll have to buy some. And that is a totally FoxNext move, but it would also...
Wait. Before you say this, do you still have your tinfoil hat on?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm going like triple deep double down tinfoil here. What if What if it's the long con? What if that's what they want us to think? So we all hold our orbs through the milestones, miss the milestone rewards, and then there's nothing. What if they just wanted to prank us out of rewards? And then we think next time I'm not falling for that again, so we do open them all. This could be some 3D chess or milestone.
Ooh, outwitting chess. Or maybe we're just like me and never open your orbs.
Meanwhile, you're
just doing all this blitzing and never getting anything from it.
Meanwhile, the most likely thing is that FoxNext has not thought of anything beyond, let's do a milestone. I don't know, orbs.
Alright, let's take off our tinfoil hats. Most likely means nothing. I'm gonna open a bunch of my orbs for this event. And what about yourself? We had an in-game mail.
We were talking about the rewards, and I'll let you go ahead and tell the people what do you suspect are the rewards based on the graphic?
Well, based on the graphic, it looks like we have some ABCs. It looks like we have some T4 abilities and some energy for the Psylocke event. So,
I mean, those are all things I want. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna go for them.
Whale Wars again?
Maybe if the deals are right. Whale Wars are always fun.
I do have 30 saved up right now.
Red Star?
Red Star.
Nice.
I haven't opened.
I got like 20 something. Maybe we will do a Whale Wars.
All right. Well, when this day comes, you may see that video.
Sounds good. and maybe it'll be going for Colossus out of the Red Star orbs or something, and then I know you'll be enthusiastic about popping them open.
Oh yeah, I will. Rescue I wasn't. Because at her time they didn't have their rework, so she was still kind of bad, but she turned out to be very good, so not the worst thing.
I'll throw this in just because I have been asked 87 times a day. Do we know when I can stop holding my orbs? When is the orb milestone? Like, it's driving people crazy to hold their orbs. And
it looks like it's in the Psylocke event. Based on the mail.
The CM confirmed it. They have not given an official date, but it's sometime this week. So, not much longer, friends. Hang in there.
Cool. Anything else on top of that?
No, just stop asking me. I don't know either.
Alright, so Khasino, I think most people know where to find you, but if they don't, tell them, brother.
So I stream Marvel Strike Force every single day on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/Khasino every single day at 1 p.m. Pacific time. And we got a special event coming up, and that special event is at 9 a.m. on Friday 9 a.m. It is the 3.2.0 tier list stream where we're officially going to rank Rescue, Falcon, New Hulk, all the new X-Men. So yeah, if you want to say in those debates, feel free to show up to the tier list stream. I have youtube.com/Khasino, and finally, I got a Discord server. Anyone is welcome to join, discord.gg/Khasino. We got Blitz predictions, infographics, Datamine news, and all sorts of other stuff. And Valley.
Yes, from time to time, I am on there. So check it out, guys. Much fun. And it was much fun again having you on and talking with you. And until next time. Thanks again. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe, share this with all your friends, let them get the latest news as well. Help the channel. Valley merch is, the link is down below, so it's the link for BlueStacks and Patreon if you want to support the channel. And of course, if the deadline has not passed, make sure you check out my last video and enter the giveaway that I am doing.
10K subs. What?
Yes. What? Other Hulk fist bump. ValleyFlyin out.